Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you had yet another amazing week so far. Welcome back to Livity's daily live sessions throughout January 2024. If you were listening in so far, then you've noticed that this week was completely dedicated to productivity. And today we are going to put some interesting cherries on the cake, on our productivity cake. And gain a little more understanding, and I will present to you 5 surprising ways on how physical fitness affects productivity. Before we go there, the throughout the week, what we were looking into were I shared 20 critical factors in general based on my own personal experience, what all affect productivity and performance at the workplace and in general in all areas of our lives. Then we talked about the importance and effect of flow state and how you can play with that no matter what is your challenge, what is the activity, the project on your table. You can notice and check in with yourself how is the challenge versus the skill, and how you can move yourself into that flow state that will switch on your peak performance. And then I was sharing some insights about the way how we fuel our body, the food we eat, and how we hydrate. What impact does that have on our brain function, on our focusing abilities, and overall the productivity and performance? So, yeah, today is about physical fitness, exercise, and its impact on our performance and productivity. My name is Sylvia Vitos, and I'm a leadership well-being coach and consultant working with corporate senior leaders, help them find that balance inside out so that they are able to juggle with the daily leadership challenges and responsibilities, and at the same time maintain their own well-being and thrive. I do that by tapping into 4 key elements areas. One is mindset, which includes the way we think and develop ourselves, personal growth, finances, job and career path. The next part is the physical health, all around physical health, nutrition, sleep, and fitness as well. The third pillar is heart set, which is all about emotional intelligence. And last but not least, soul set, that refers to the connections, connection to yourself, to others, and to a higher energy. So, by looking into all these areas, and at the end, I will be sharing with you a link to an assessment available on my website, absolutely complimentary, which can help you gain an overall understanding, a helicopter view of your own current state of being and life, and what areas may require some attention and priority so that you can too find that balance for yourself. All right, so back to the impact of exercise on productivity and performance. So one of the interesting part is that it will boost your mood straight away. And the reason that happens is because when you start exercising, it releases the endorphin hormones, which are the feel good hormones in the body. So that will elevate and stabilize your mood. Anyone can relate to those mood swings, those roller coaster days where you just feel like, I'm just I'm just not in a mood. I just don't feel like it. I'm irritated, overwhelmed, all that stuff, and not even being able to even identify why. I have been that too many times, and I know as well whenever I'm not having my exercise in check, whenever I miss 2 days in a row, then it starts kicking in, and then it just takes a toll on me right away. When you do it, you are good. When you don't do it, you may be confused. Why am I not feeling so great as I usually do? So, on the other side, it also reduces stress and anxiety straight away. because it just lowers all that residual energy that is created by stress and anxiety. So it will automatically enable you to do more focused work and be more productive. Studies show, by the way, that even just 5 minutes of aerobic type of exercise, so movement with a little slightly higher heart rate, can stimulate anti anxiety effects, which, having been 15 years in corporate, I know that it's a major factor to take into consideration. Another interesting way how exercise affects productivity is improved time management. So, what exercise has to do with time management? I will tell you. Because the exercise, regular exercising, requires an incredible discipline. And that discipline, this trait can easily be translated in all other areas of life. So, this will lead you to better planning and better time management all over in your life and not only in the exercise routine. It just prompts your brain and gives you the nudges. If I can do that for the exercise, I can just apply the same disciplined approach, and and that will help me complete my tasks as I was planning for it. And of course, Parkinson's law will kick in as well, because whenever you have a certain timeline given for a project or activity to complete, you will very likely utilize that. How often does that happen, that you have a deadline and you just keep procrastinating it and procrastinating it and pushing it away until you cannot avoid it anymore? Now it becomes super urgent and super important, and you are amazed how in a matter of just an hour or couple of hours you are able to complete a project that actually you had maybe a week or two as a deadline for. So it's quite impressive how that so-called Parkinson's law kicks in as well. And that can also be regulated a little better when there is a regular disciplined exercise in check. So here is also linked to the third point here, that it increases the discipline and persistence as well. So another studies show that even 20 minutes of just moderate exercise can lead to temporary boost in how the brain processes information and solves problems. So that will lead to better concentration. According to the Harvard Medical School, regular, again, aerobic type of exercise appears to increase the size of the hippocampus in the brain, and this is the area involved in verbal memory and learning. So, see the connection there, how that is so important when it comes to productivity and performance. So, it will have a significant role in maintaining your focus and attention as well. Yeah, so again, that discipline and persistence is something that you can just transfer in any area, also certainly in the workplace. Now, the next one is number 4 on that surprising list, is how exercise helps you enhance creativity. Engaging in physical activity, especially those that are rhythmic and repetitive, think of running or cycling, can foster creative thinking and innovative problem solving. But even as simple movement as walking can boost creative ideation in real time and shortly after. So, what walking does is it stimulates blood circulation, including to the brain, of course, and that can foster a meditative, relaxed state while walking. And that will often lead to clearer thinking and generation of new ideas, which will just keep popping. How many times, what can you recall recently that you went out in nature just for a nice walk and ideas start popping into your mind? This is incredibly powerful. So, walking can really be a helpful tool for brainstorming, problem solving, and finding reflective thoughts as well. Now, here is a fun fact. Albert Einstein, actually, in addition to his reputation that he was a super sleeper, apparently he used to sleep more than 10 hours every night, but he was a devoted walker as well. And it's very likely that the combination of these two contributed to his genius. So he typically walked a mile and a half round trip every single day that helped him refine his thoughts and theories on quantum mechanics. Or let's look at Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, also famous that he walked to solve the problems, and the bigger the problems, the longer he walked. So he was often seen out walking in Silicon Valley, and he did this for exercise, but again, also to just clear his head and find those thoughts, ideas that could solve problems. He was also oftentimes walking during meetings to just keep everyone focused and productive, and again to keep that free flow ideas coming. And that's just really a magic weapon, because walking, as long as we can carry ourselves, is probably the least effort activity that can bring us so much of additional value in that aspect. Now, that will, number five, also contribute to better sleep quality. So, regular exercise will be essential for restorative rest, especially if you do the physical activity in the morning. It will help you regulate those stress hormones, because your stress hormone cortisol is the highest in the morning. And when you do the exercise in the morning, that will release, help you dissolve those excess cortisol hormones in your body and brings you back to balance. And this will amplify your qualitative sleep at the following night. So that is super interesting to know. There is a study that was published in the Sleep Medicine Journal, and that found that people who engage in at least 150 minutes of moderate to vigorous exercise in a week, which is actually some based on a national guideline as well. So that reports that 65% that resulted in 65% improvement in sleep quality, and that is tremendous. So you can split up those 150 minutes across the entire week and just have like a shorter exercise, a half an hour every single day will add up very quickly. So again, it balances your stress hormones and just helps you keep that hormone circulation in check. So again, oftentimes when we think of exercise, what comes first in our mind? Mostly I hear it's gym. And many people are afraid of gym or not the fun of it, or they feel really heavy about it. And it's really not the only way. It's so important that you find the way of movement that brings you joy, that brings you fun, so you can actually look forward to. And it doesn't have to be a gym access. It doesn't have to be a torture in gym if you don't like that kind of an environment. If you do, please go and do that. If not, then go and join a soccer club if you love kicking the ball, or do some other type of activities. Go for a hiking over the weekend with your friends. It will probably take a good 2, 3, 4 hours intense activity, depending on what track you choose to go to. But you can do that, or even a beach walk for that matter of fact. Find the way. If it is dance class, then go for the dance class. Find a way that brings you joy. Listen into your body, into your desires. And as long as it is combined with some kind of movement, you will see that it will bring incredible effects positively into your everyday life, into your mood, into your productivity, your sleep, your relationships. Everything is intertwined and connected by that. So, as I mentioned in the beginning, I will drop you the link. You can find it, by the way, in the bio, or you go to my website, livity.coach. Under the assessments tab, you will find my Livity Wellbeing Wheel assessment, which guides you through those four key areas. And within those, three of each adds up to 12 key elements for leaders to enhance your well being. So you can reflect, you can take that assessment absolutely complimentary, and you can reflect on where do you stand right now in each of these areas. You can answer some questions, take some notes for yourself, and then when you submit, you will receive one email with your overall results, with your overview of the entire input in a visualized manner, so that you can just stop for a moment, reflect, and understand which are the areas that may require some attention from your side. Because when you just increase, even in that one area, your well being, it will have a ripple effect on all the others as well. So, when one area is elevated, all the others will get into a slightly better balance straight away. And if you need some assistance with that, please feel free to reach out. I'm more than happy to support you and find out how we can work on those elements so that you have a clear path, a clear way of increase your well-being, find your balance so that you can thrive at work and at your personal life as well. Thank you for tuning in. There are a couple of more days left from January, so I will be back with some more live sessions on the individual basis. But I will not disappear even afterwards. I'm actually bringing on some guest people, and we will have some amazing deeper dive conversations all around topics that are relevant for corporate leadership and well being, because oftentimes all those leadership skills combined with self mastery related, self development related elements are all you need to be well, be healthy, be balanced, and thrive in your path and career. So, hope to see you back next week. Have a wonderful weekend and stay healthy, stay well, take care of yourself, recharge over the weekend. Have a lovely time, and yeah, bye for now.